Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Friday, July 17th, 2015. Traders, great to be with you. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Cloudy skies, no breeze, but I think the sun is working its way out. We'll see what happens. Right at the moment, not too pretty outside. Traders, got a lot to talk about today. Got some currency pairs, some news, some data, and might be a lackluster day, to be honest with you. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit the site at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Please let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Guild. I am your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day, Monday through Friday before the London Open. Don't forget, today is Friday, and sometime after the New York close, I will have the Friday wrap-up where we look at about 16 daily charts and just looking at price action, trying to figure out what happened last week and what we might expect in the week ahead. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful 27-year out of the Public Safety Department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my 27-year career. Well, it's 2015 and I'm still here. So I guess I'm still on holiday, but I'm having a great time. I trade Forex every single trading day. I'm in the markets. I'm listening to news, fundamentals. I'm looking for opportunities to enter trades with probabilities that will be more than 60 to 70% of me winning the trade. And no, traders, I do not win every trade. If anybody tells you that, please run the other way. Because a lot of gurus out there saying they're winning every trade. It doesn't happen. In any instrument you trade, it never happens, okay? Alrighty, that's enough about that. Let's get over the legal stuff. We can get moving on here. It's a Friday. Don't want to be here all day. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. In other words, if you're on a demo account for 6 months, go to a live account, you're going to see your numbers change, and that is because the thing in between your brain is 2 ears, or outside your brain is 2 ears, and it gets in the way, and psychology does take effect when you start trading your hard-earned money. All right, let's head on over to news, and let's get that up and running. Let's take a look at what happened in the... Well, I did have it up, folks. Just give me a second here. I did. Really, I did. All right, so if we look at our economic calendar today, the economic calendar is absolutely dead until New York. We have Fed Chair Yellen is testifying again today. That's high impact. Then an hour before the New York Stock Exchange, we have Canadian core CPI month-on-month. In the U.S. session, we have building permits. We have CPI month-on-month and core CPI month-on-month. And then later in New York, we have prelim UOM consumer sentiment. And those are all high impact. So basically, all of today is a technical trading day until we hit the New York session. I don't know if I want to be around for that, to be honest with you. And I say that, and I don't mean that to be sarcastic, but I say that because that is too much data to come out for the market to absorb and for you to get into a safe trade. So I watch it because it'd be fun to watch, but to trade it would be very difficult, very, very difficult. All right, let's look at how the markets closed yesterday after New York closed. US 30 closed up 0.39%. The S&P 500 out of New York closed up at 0.80%. The NASDAQ closed up 1.26%. Absolutely beautiful. And the small cap 2,000 closed positive 0.44%. Let's head on over to the Eurozone where the DAX closed up 1.53%. The FTSE out of London closed up 0.63%. The CAC 40 closed up 1.47%. The Euro Stoxx 50 closed up 1.45%. Wow. That's amazing. Those are some pretty big numbers. All right, let's move on over to Asia. Remember, these countries are currently trading as all markets are open in Asia at the moment. The Nikkei 225 is up 0.21%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative just barely at 0.06%. The Shanghai is up 0.41%. The Hang Seng is up 0.84%. And the Kospi out of Seoul is negative 0.69%. So that gives you an idea of what's going on with the indices and the economic calendar today and what you can look forward to as we move along in our trading day. Commentary today is make sure you do an analysis, you do a trade plan, and trade your plan. Pairs seem to be coming back into rhythm now. I think the Greece thing, the ECB gave, 90 billion to keep Greece afloat. Now they're waiting for the ECB to see what they're going to do. I think they're going to wait till the 20th to see if they get their payment before they make a decision. Have not heard from the IMF. That's very surprising to me, by the way. But they have not done anything there. So it's kind of interesting to see what happens. But I think basically nobody's going to let them leave the Eurozone. So that is the main point. I think we can get back to some normal trading. Just remember, today is Friday, and we have position squaring and profit taking today. So, we could get some up and down movements. But I have to tell you, I really think today is going to be a very lackluster day until New York. And then it's just going to be mayhem until this data comes out and the market figures out what's going on. Well, by the time that happens, that's going to be 11 p.m. my time. And folks, I won't be in my charts at that time. I'm looking forward to having a nice weekend. But however, don't forget, tomorrow is the Friday wrap-up. And I will do a video where we look at about 15 daily charts. So looking at price action last week and what we can expect next week. All right, let's move on over to the next slide, and that is 30-minute charts. Traders, I've changed the charts. I've gone to 30-minute charts. Why did I go to 30-minute charts? I felt like we were missing some trading opportunities. Now, I love trading the 1-hour charts. However, in my live trading, I always go back to the 30-minute charts for my entry. So I felt like I was saying one thing to you and doing something else. And I felt that, you know what, we'll just do 30-minute charts. And we'll just try it out. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to 1-hour charts. But I think 30-minute charts will give us more entries. Not as many pips as far as take profit areas, but we can get more entries. Okay? So as usual, let's get started. This is the euro dollar. Euro dollar made a little pop up there yesterday, and that was on all that ECB stuff saying they're going to give all this money away to Greece, and then everything went flat all the way into New York and then into Asia. We're flat now. And basically, folks, this is bearish. This pair is so bearish, it's unbelievable. So we need this to pull back up to the 38.2 at 1.0930. Will it happen? I don't know. It's got to break that daily pivot point, which is at the 618. So we need to break that to get up to our 38.2 area or 50% area, and we want to take that down. Surely don't want to trade here down to 0863. We're too close to support. This is like only like 18 pips down to support. We want 40 pips, 50 pips in our trade. Not that we're looking for 40 or 50 pips, but we need some maneuvering room, and there's definitely no maneuvering room here. And I'd hate to get down there and get stopped out. So, yeah, we just need a pullback, and we'll see what happens at London Open. I don't think anything's going to happen from now till London Open. Here's a Great British Pound. This has been pretty funny. Yesterday we did a bearish trade, and it worked, and now we're back up to resistance again. So I've got two trade plans here. I've got my bias is to the downside. If you look at a daily chart, this is bearish. So just below, or at the daily S1, or at that's a support line actually. I would take a trade if we would go below that, give it a retest, and we can sell this at 55.77. and we'll get out at the daily S2 pivot at 55.13. You know what? That's a nice 55 pip trade. What a beautiful day. Now, price at the moment is sitting on the daily pivot point. So what happens if price goes above the daily pivot point, closes, and gives you a bullish candle? Well, then we're going to have to buy it. But we have plenty of room to buy it. You know, we have over 30 pips, almost 40 pips up to resistance, which is at 56.64 if we enter at 56.23. So we have plenty of room to get break even and even put some pips in the pip bank and have some extra for the weekend events, right? So, and for me, that would be a couple of cold ones. So yeah, I think we can be fine with this, and I don't think we'll have any issues. Either way this trade goes, we have a trade plan set up in both directions. Let's take a look at the Aussie. Now, you know I'm very bearish in the Aussie. I continue to remain bearish in the Aussie. I'm bearish in the Aussie, and that's where I'm at. So these candles are so small I can barely read them, and I've enlarged my chart, right? However, I'd like to see this pull back up to the 200 at 74.19. If it doesn't, it gives me a big bearish candlestick. You know what? I'll take it down, and I'll take my chances that it's going to get through this daily pivot point. There's not a lot of Forex junk left of the chart there, so I think it will come down. We'll take profit at support at 0.7379. Now, if it goes through that, we'll just go down to the daily S1. But I am bearish in the Aussie dollar. But remember, this is a technical day. This could end up sideways till New York. So the only difference that's going to make here today, my friends, is that a wobblehead is going to get on a microphone. You know, one of those people is going to get on a microphone and say something crazy. And basically, this gets flown out the window and this will move. For instance, Finland, which is part of the Eurozone, is against this bailout. And there's 19 countries that vote for this bailout. If there's one country that says no, it doesn't happen. So Finland is not really eager on this bailout to Greece. So that can be a wobblehead issue today, because I'm sure some people are going to pipe up about that. So we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. The Euro Aussie is, as you can see, yesterday was extremely, extremely bearish. You know, but if you look at the last 10 candles, I mean, you can barely see them. We need this pullback up to this 38.2, the daily pivot, 47.41. We'll take it down to 46.54. Nice trade, a lot of pips. You know, we can just have a great old time, but we need a pullback. This needs to be pulled back up to that magenta line, which is a daily pivot, and we'll take it to the downside. Very easy trade plan. If it doesn't work, don't trade it. It's Friday, folks. Don't take risk on a Friday. Make sure your trade plan is solid. Here's a euro yen that has not moved in like 2 days. It's just been absolutely stagnant. Remember, I've changed my charts. These are all 30-minute charts. But even if you look at this, this is just like, I put a trend line in here, and it's like, break the trend line, and we'll take it down to the daily S2 at 133.99. We want to enter at 134.89, and this is really a beautiful trade if it works. Now, with the euro yen, anything is possible. So, and I say that because Kuroda has been speaking like every day, and they're ready to do something. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're ready to do something. And then, you know, like I said, if they increase their stimulus, they add more QE, whatever. Whatever they do, this can really drop this down. We can get a nice trade out of this on a Friday. I'd be very happy. Let's go over to another pair that's been absolutely bullish all week, and that's our New Zealand dollar. What a beautiful pair this has been to trade this week. However, this has been like no price action for the last 2 days. You know, right? Had a little bit of price action, and now it's like, you know, there's like no candles here. So we need a pullback. So you say, well, we can go to the daily pivot point, but if you go to the daily pivot point, you're only going to get it 23 pips And that's if you get it exactly at the right spot when you get profit at 65.10. So I say let's get up to the 50%. We are at the resistance line from the indicator on the chart, and let's take it down from there. So this might be a wait move. However, I've seen this pair react on slow days in the London session, so I'm like okay with waiting on this. We're not going to sell this here, folks. We're at support on a 30-minute chart. We're not selling this here. No, 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 no. We're not selling this here. Okay. Alrighty, that wraps up our 6 currency pair review on a Friday. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, don't forget today is Friday. After the New York close, we'll have the Friday wrap-up, where we'll go over about 16 daily charts, looking at price action. Traders, if you would go to fxclearing.com and check out the website, it's a lot of good stuff for your trading solutions, nice economic calendar, and some really good opportunities and education on the site. Traders, enjoy your weekend with friends, loved ones, neighbors, acquaintances, and I don't know, the guy might be driving down the road you might say hello to. Traders, enjoy your break, but for today, we have a long day ahead of us. Remember to trade smart and not hard. Traders, till next time, have a good one, take care, see you now, bye-bye.